So hello friends. So in the C programming tutorial, we will talk about in this video we will talk about variables. Okay, what is the variables in C? Okay, and what is the use case of variables? Okay. So in the previous video, we have already discussed about the basics things. Okay, like preprocessor, headers, and what is the use case of headers and what is the standard input output rate with the Conio input output. Okay, what is the use case? So basically we have used two functions, printf and scanf. Okay, what is the main function? Okay, what is the return type of main? What is the difference between integer return and void returning? Okay, so that is the basic things of programming part. Okay, so but that is not end. But if suppose you are writing the code, okay, has included studio data and you are not aware about that, so every time you will confuse, okay, what is the, why we are using, why we are writing first has included studio data. Okay, so that we have already discussed. Okay, and then now we'll start variables. Okay, so what is the variables? Actually we have already discussed in the JavaScript videos. Okay, so might be a chance that we will discuss little compared to the JavaScript variables. Okay, and if you are any confusion, if you are getting any confusion related to variables, okay, so you can watch the JavaScript related to videos. What is the variables, what is the definition, what is the declaration, we have already discussed that. So you will get clarity. Okay, but you can for the C programming purpose we are discussing. Okay, so here we have mentioned that variables in C programming. Okay, so we have already added some bullet points. Okay, what is the variables, how it works in C programming, and I will discuss later. Okay, and that memory location, how to allocate the memory. Okay, if we are declaring the variable, so that is the uh, deep part. Okay, so let's first discuss about the let's discuss about the basic part. Okay, so in this video we will talk. Okay, so variables क्या होता है? Okay, so we have already there bullet points here. A variable is a name that is assigned to a memory location to store data. Okay, so that is the जाहिर सी बात है, हम अगर कोई वैल्यू स्टोर करना चाहते हैं, जैसे हमने कोई मतलब हमने कोई वैल्यू जैसे 30, ओके, स्टोर करना चाहते हैं, तो अगर हम 30 तो स्टोर तो कर दिए, अगर हम नेम ना रखें तो कैसे उस 30 को यूज करेंगे? ओके, तो ये क्या करेगा, मेमोरी एक मेमोरी इनिशियलाइज हो जाएगी उस वेरिएबल को, और उस मेमोरी का नेम होगा जो आप वेरिएबल नेम रखेंगे. ओके, सो व्हाट एवर द नेम यू आर putting, okay, whatever the variable name you are naming. Okay, and that variable name is used to allocate the memory. Okay, so where is the memory allocation? So that memory named, the allocation of memory means तो जो मेमोरी की एलोकेशन होगी उस मेमोरी एलोकेशन का नाम आपके वेरिएबल नेम होगा. ठीक है, एंड वहाँ पे आपकी जो भी वट एवर द वैल्यूज यू आर इनिशियलाइजिंग इन दैट वेरिएबल, सो वो वैल्यू जाके उस वेरिएबल में स्टोर हो जाएगी एंड उस मेमोरी में स्टोर हो जाएगी, एंड उस नेम के द्वारा, उस वेरिएबल नेम के द्वारा आप उस वैल्यू को उस मेमोरी से एलोकेट मतलब एक्सेस कर सकते हैं. दैट इज द वेरी कॉम्प्लेक्स. ओके, सो we'll discuss. Okay, we'll discuss, but let's first discuss about the bullet points. Okay, so you can see here a variable is a name that is assigned to a memory location to store data. Okay, second point, variables can store different types of data. Okay, variables there are many types of data, so we'll discuss data types. Okay, so but let's understand the basics. Different types of data. So data might be a string, float, character, double. Okay, so here indicating such as numbers, character, string, float, double. Okay, third bullet point is the types of data stored in variable determines the amount of space the variable takes up in memory. So which type of data you are assigning in the variables, okay, which data type you are using to declare the variables, okay, and that will decide the how many memory we will allocate that variables, how how many memory that would be allocated by the CPU, you can say, okay, yes, you can say C controller to allocate the memory, okay. So that will be decided on the basis of data types, okay. Okay, so what is the data types? Okay, so here there are many, means there are 4 5 data types, okay, we use to declare the variables, okay. We use to declare the variables, and that data type will decide how much memory will allocate to that variables, okay. So there are integer, character, float, double. You can see integer, what is the use case used for integers value, okay. What is the integer values? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 16 18 whatever that time we have put at some examples here, okay. And then character, okay, used for characters like a b c, okay. Single quote used to define that character uh, variables, okay. And that float you can see 34.445 that is given example, okay. 2.2 2.3, okay, that is example, okay. Same double, so double, okay. So there is a difference between that float and double, that the memory allocation, okay. 2 byte, 4 byte, okay. So we'll discuss later what you can understand here. There is a difference between, but the float can be stored by the double, okay, but double values cannot be stored by the float, okay. You can so no, it might be a chance, okay, we'll discuss later, okay. I'm confused, okay, we'll discuss later. So void is also data type that does not represent a value, it is often used as to return the function, okay. So we'll discuss about the function, okay. So main function you can see now. So that is the basic that is the very large point, okay. Variables, okay. Now you can understand a little bit, okay, what is the variable, okay. And you can write down the bullet points, okay. And the what data types we use to declare the variables, okay. So this is the data types, okay. Integer, character, float, double, that is the data type, okay. So here we can add uh, here data types, data types types we need to we need to declare this, declare or define the variables, ठीक है. तो ये डेटा टाइप्स हैं, इंटीजर, कैरेक्टर, फ्लोट, डबल, वर्ड, जो कि हमें ज़रूरत पड़ेगा टू डिफाइन द वेरिएबल्स, ओके. सो it would be big topic, okay, but we will discuss data types and separate video, and how many memory will be allocated, 2 byte, 4 byte, 3 byte, whatever is that, okay, we'll discuss, okay. So here variable is the name, okay, that is assigned to a memory location to store data, okay. So let's go to the example, okay, to understand, okay. So here we are using word now, word we are using here, we have already mentioned now that word data type is does not represent a value and is used often to return data type function. So here we are using word, and that is returning nothing, okay. Means indicating that will returning nothing, but it is also data type, okay. And if you are using here integer, so we need to return something, zero, whatever the data. If you are using float, so float type value will be returned by this main function, okay. Main function is mandatory in every C program. Main function will be there, otherwise the code will throw the error, okay. So that is the, and this is the that header will also, okay. So we have already discussed now. in the previous video. So here printf, we can add multiple printf, and that printf is defined where in the standard input output. Okay, so here we can say 1 2 3, whatever the number we want to print, so you can add here. There are two print here what is happening, okay, running. Okay, here so you can see now here with that is not changing the line. Okay, so let's add slash n, so that will replace, that will split the line. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. That syntax you don't. Okay, that would be, I think, percent id something something might be a synthetical error. Okay, so here you can see the line in change. Okay, whatever in suppose next here, uh, so what will happen, it will print this and then line will change, and then this three line, this all together will one line. Okay, then we can add slash and slash and slash and. Okay, so you can see here the sub every printf function will execute and then separate line is coming. Okay, so we are discussing about the variables. Okay, so let's declare the variable integer number. Okay, so what we are doing, we are declaring the variables here. And variable, what is the variable? Num is the variable. Okay, num num is the variable. Okay, means num is the variable name. Okay, and that num, what is the data types of variable num is integer, means it is indicating that the num can store integer value only. Okay, means that num variable can store integer value only, means 1 2 3 4. Okay, like you can see used for integers 1 2 3 4. Okay, so that is indicating num we need to use to declare the variables uh, like that, data types and then variable name. Okay, so this is the data type, integer is the data type and number is the variable. Okay, but so, and we can define here as well, like 34. Okay, so we are previously we have declared only but not defined, and here both we are declaring and defining. Okay, that is a separate topic. Okay, so no problem. So we can understand for now. Here we are using data type integer, so integer is the int is the data type. Okay, is the data type. Okay, data type, and num is the variable name, and 34 is the value. So okay, so we are using 34 to define the number num variable. Okay, so what will be doing by the C controller, it will create a memory. Okay, in the heap area. Okay, and that memory will be allocated to this variable. Okay, and that memory allocation name would be num. Okay, and there will be some reference id. So once we will access num, so value will be come 34. Okay, so means let's go to the here here what will happen, draw, let's here that will happen, that like the memory will be located like this, okay, and then memory name would be n u m, okay, and value would be here 34, okay, 34, okay. So that memory will be located and the memory name will be this, and there will be reference id, there will be hexadecimal format, okay. So that this type of memory location will be uh, assigned, will be located inside the heap area, okay. That is okay, that is a separate part also. So you can see here, we if we are declaring the variable or we are defining the variable, we need to use data type, then variable name can be anything, okay, and here what you the value you are using, and then operator, okay. So here what we are doing, you can add here a num and equal to, what is the equal to the operator, okay. So you can search in that javascript videos that already discuss about operator, and do you have any confusion, otherwise we will discuss separate video in the separately in the separate video, okay. So you can understand here variable now, and the video is going to too long, okay, no problem. So we are using an integer data type, and then variable name, and then whatever the value we are initializing, and we can access this value, we can access this value using this variable name, okay. And that variable is indicating which type of value can be stored by this variable, that is the integer type, that cannot be held by float type, okay, because you have already uh, def- define that, okay, this variable can only store integer type of data, okay. So let's run. So you can see here there is no error, and here remove this remove this remove this. Let's print the number value, number variable values, okay. And there is a syntax percent id, if we need to print integer type, we need to use percent id, no matter, okay. And here comma, that is a syntax, okay. And here num, variable name, okay. And let's run. So you can see here, let's print the number value over 34, and we are using here percent id, but suppose we can use that first, okay. So that 34 will become first, okay. So here you can see 34 here, okay, 34 let's print, okay. So that is the difference between use case of percentage, okay. So now here, so that we are accessing the variable, okay, where that value is stored in that memory, okay. So that value is 34, so we are accessing here, okay. So you can understand now here, that is the header, that header has preprocessed the file, then generate the preprocessed file, then compiler will read that file, then assembler will generate the assembly code, then compiler will generate the assembly code, assembler will understand the assembler and generate the bytecode, then C code executor can execute that code. So that is the separate part, okay. That is in the separate video, you can watch that video. And here we are declaring, we are discussing variables. So if we need to declare the variables, we need to use data type, then variable name can be anything, there is no restriction, but and the variable name should be understandable, okay, that we can understand easily. So that we 34 is what, 34 is a number, okay. So that we are using num, okay. And that you can access that variable where is stored, I don't know what is the memory id, okay, but we know the variable name, okay. So we can access that memory using percent id, we can access that value where that is stored, okay. So we are like that, that is the syntax, okay. So that's all. If we'll discuss later in this variable declaration, memory location, we can use float also, float, float, and then number 2 is equal to 38.90. Okay, and if you are not using 90, so we'll add the C controller automatically will add, okay, 00. Okay, and then let's print here, uh, add, and here control print of let's print number 2. Okay, variable values here, that that data type means float, we cannot, but float number we need to use here, replace percent id to f. Okay, and the variable name 2. Okay, so let's run. So you can see here, printf, let's run percent id, and what's happening. Okay, number 2 follow 80. What is happening? 11. Here missing something. Values. What is saying in function main, as expected before printf. Printf. What is happened? Well, that is right now. Semicolon is correct. Selection. Okay. That slash n is indicating something issue. Okay. No problem. Remove that slash and we'll check. Wait, what is the problem, bro? Values. What is the number? PRINTF. PRINTF. What is saying? PRINTF. Let's print number before printf. Anything added? Something is missing. What is happening? Okay. Hmm. As include studio.h. Expected. What? Expected. Saying expected colon, I am forgetting the syntax, and that is the not correct. F. अभी तो प्रिंट कर रहा था, ये क्या हो गया इसको? ऑनलाइन एडिटर में यही इशू है ना. प्रिंट PRINTF सही तो है यार. कंट्रोल जेड. Okay, 4 5, then colon. We are missing colon here. Okay, here we are missing colon na? Okay, so you can, I was not, I was checking printf. Okay, 5.6900, 0.900 float number. Okay, here we can print f. Okay, and then number 2. Okay, so you can see here, you can see, like that, printf 34. Let's, okay, so let's change the line. Okay, so it will be changed here, 34 value, num value is 34, and number 2 float is the 56899, whatever is that. Okay, so you can use that variable to declare. You can use character, you can use double, you can use string. Okay, so that is the data type, variable name, and definition we need to use, and that variable you can use to print like that. Okay, that is the syntax. Okay, so basically you need to focus on the variables. Okay, what is the variables? Okay, so that's all. Might be a chance that video is so confusing. Okay, but if you will watch that video, then you can get clarity. Okay, so that's all. Thank you so much. If you have any question, you can add in the comment box. Okay, that's all.